So, believe it or not, this is the clearest that my skin has ever been in a very long time. I've been avoiding this update. I really have been. I've been feeling pretty fucking ugly. It's because the acne that I've been dealing with got aggressive out of nowhere, and it just felt like no matter what I was doing, it just wasn't working. I've tried hydrating extra. I've tried dietary changes. I've tried hella medicines, and it feels like nothing has worked. The only thing that seems to be working is what I'm using right now. I guess I'll take you a little bit on the journey of how that came to be. So my last skin update was a year ago. My skin hasn't progressed any farther than since that last video, honestly. Am I still using Tretinoin right now? I'm actually not. But I will say that the Tretinoin really was doing a lot. It was doing so good for my skin, and then it didn't. And I don't know what I can attribute that to, but just after a while, it felt like it couldn't be any more clearer than 85%. The scars were still pretty aggressive. Dare I say it got worse. And as you can see, there's a lot of damage. Lots of damage that needs to be healed. The best time to have my skin heal is honestly the winter time. Compared to last winter and this winter, my skin just has less bumps, honestly. Compared to the last time I showed you guys my skin, I was using Tretinoin for about 9 months in on that, and it wasn't too bad, you know. I paired it with clindamycin, azelaic acid, and benzoyl peroxide. So the Tretinoin, clindamycin, and the azelaic acid were all together in one product. That worked fantastic. And then the benzoyl peroxide was a separate wash. It was the CeraVe foaming acne wash. So that worked really well until it didn't. So I went back to my doctor about my skin. Not my dermatologist, but my regular general practitioner. It was suggested for me to use much more aggressive medicines, which I didn't feel comfortable with. It was also suggested for me to go back on birth control too. I did not want to do that. I don't want to do that. The only thing left was a wash that I used to use back in, say, like 2017-ish. There was a point in time actually when this wash, it actually cleared my skin pretty well, but due to like insurance and things like that, I wasn't able to afford it anymore. So then I stopped using it, and here I was on the spiral of trying to find things that work for my skin again until now. As of this year, I had no idea that it became more affordable until it just came up in a conversation again. So my doctor, who has been my doctor for a long while, he was the one that gave it to me in the first place. He asked me if I ever used it. I didn't remember it at the moment, but he suggested it for me to give it a try. And lo and behold, I recognized it. I was like, yes, I remember this wash. It did wonders. It cleared up my skin 95%, and I would love to even see anything close to that again. So, I got myself a prescription for that, and here we are, my skin now, which is a lot less pimple ridden. Like the bumps feel much more controlled. And the only thing really right now that my skin is dealing with is the scarring. And that's where other medicines would have to come into play for that to clear up. But as far as the acne itself, like this wash is really doing its thing. And I'm going to show you guys the wash. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Hold on, let me go grab it. So this wash is actually a sulfur cleanser. And lo and behold, sulfur is actually the answer for acne of my caliber. It's like one of those prescription like product things. And I'm not sure how common it is for doctors to prescribe this. However, it works really well on my skin. As you can see, the pimples are controlled. And my experience with this, I will say, without using any products, I have really oily skin. And when I started using that wash, a couple things happened. So I didn't need to use like as strong of a lotion or even lotion at all, because the wash ended up controlling a lot of my oil. So by the time I would put lotion on, I would look like I put butter all over my face. So I actually stopped using lotion, and now my skin looks decent. Now I'm not sure if I should be using a moisturizer, but I feel like I don't need a moisturizer. My skin isn't like all dry and tight and whatnot. And when I do add moisturizers, it just gets really greasy feeling. So I just kind of leave it alone and just keep it clean. If it is extremely cold, like the cold front that just passed, like I had to lotion for sure. But other than that, if it's not like an extreme cold condition, I live in Florida, so the air is humid all the time, pretty much. So there's always going to be moisture in the air. So for me to put on lotion and there's all that moisture in the air, I'm just like, and especially if that lotion has hyaluronic acid. If that lotion has hyaluronic acid in it, that means it's water loving and it's going to pull water. That's not a great combination. I'm going to look like butter slabbed. So I currently feel like I'm in an in-between. The pimples are controlled. However, I do have a lot of scarring, and I'm not using a product right now that's controlling the scarring or helping with like healing the scarring. So that's probably like the next step. When I follow up back with my doctor, I can like discuss that, I guess. Or maybe like reaching out to my dermatologist again that gave me the Tretinoin like azelaic acid mix. Like that was really getting the scars gone. Like I was a pimple mess, but the scars were disappearing like crazy. So probably combining that and this wash, my skin will finally be clear. So it got me wondering what makes this work so well. There is a dermatologist that I saw online one day, and this is what inspired me to go back to my doctor to see if there's like any other products I could get. This dermatologist explained how sulfur can be best used for people that have hormonal acne. And hormonal acne is what my doctor suspected that I had. So that's why this wash came up into conversation.
Realize that your oil is revved up, which makes C. acnes very happy. What we want to do is actually calm the oil down. It's a great time to do something like a clay mask, and specifically a sulfur clay mask would be fantastic. It will help with the acne. It's anti-inflammatory. It will help to decrease the oil production. There's so many benefits of a sulfur clay mask, but you want to be careful and make sure that you don't have any sulfur allergy.
Definitely check out Dr. Alexis Steffens. I discovered her channel when I saw that she had a video where she was talking about Kiki Palmer's acne, which she has PCOS acne. So that's also another hormonal related acne. So I thought it was pretty interesting that she had her perspective on it and like her breakdown and analysis of it. So it was pretty cool. And I thoroughly enjoy when I learn from melanated dermatologists about how to maintain our skin. So that's really good too. So keeping in mind that little bit of info right there, if all else fails, that could be a route. And like she said, you don't want to make sure that you're not allergic to sulfur. And this is done by testing on a patch of your skin. You don't want to go all out and put it on your face, and then you have a reaction to it, and then that's not going to be good. So please be careful. Please be mindful. The update is more, it's more neutral. It's good in the sense that the bumps are controlled and my skin is basically flat. But there's still some more work to be done on it. There's still a bunch of scars that need to be rectified. And there is a bunch of craters in my skin actually from all the acne that was on it and playing with the acne too, like popping pimples and things like that. It's going to, this is what happens when you keep popping your pimples. It'll start to create craters in your skin. And although there isn't like hella bumps on it, it still looks distorted and not smooth because of all the damage from the bumps growing and then trying to squeeze them, pop them, putting pressure on the skin and all that jazz. So just don't pop them pimples. It's tempting, it really is, but don't pop them pimples. Please try not to. Give me a thumbs up if this video helped you out in any way possible. It lets me know that I've contributed in some helpful way. So thumbs up, please. Definitely subscribe for more content. This channel is all about women's health, fitness, and just body talk in general. So it's a good time over here. Make sure you subscribe. Until next time, see ya. Bye.